The touchdown. It's the most exciting play in all of American football, right? The entire point of the game. But what if I told you that the one thing everyone thinks they know about it, how many points it's worth, is actually wrong? Let's break it all down.
You've seen it 1,000 times. A player crosses the goal line, the referee's arms shoot up, and bam, 7 points go up on the scoreboard. So is a touchdown really worth 7 points? Well, the short answer, and this might surprise you, is nope. And we're about to find out exactly why.
We are diving headfirst into what I think is football's most famous myth, the 7-point touchdown. And trust me, by the end of this, you're going to understand this simple, two-part truth behind that score. It's so much simpler than it seems.
But hey, before we even talk about points, we got to back up a second. We need to understand what a touchdown physically is. What actually has to happen on the field for that ref to signal a score? Here's a little hint. It has nothing to do with the player and everything to do with the ball.
Okay, the magic concept here is breaking the plane. I want you to picture an invisible wall of glass shooting straight up from the very front edge of the goal line. For it to be a touchdown, any tiny little part of the football, I'm talking just the tip, has to break through that invisible wall while a player has it. That's it. That's the whole rule.
And this is just a brilliant way to think about it. The player's body? It does not matter. Their feet, their head, their arms, they could all be back on the 1-yard line. As long as the ball breaks that plane, it's a score. The ball is the hero here. The player is just the delivery system getting it there.
All right, so now that we know what a touchdown is, let's finally get to what it's worth. This is the moment, right here where we separate the myth from the reality.
So when that player stretches the ball across the goal line, breaks that invisible plane and scores, the team is awarded 6 points. That's the real number. A touchdown, the physical act itself, is worth exactly 6 points, not 7. So, where in the world is that extra point that we're all so used to seeing come from? You know that famous 7th point? It comes from a totally separate play. Think of it like a bonus attempt that happens only after the 6 points for the touchdown are already locked in on the scoreboard. And this brings us to what I like to call the bonus round. After every single touchdown, the game clock actually stops, and the team that just scored has to make a choice. It's mandatory. They don't get to skip it. They have to try and add some bonus points.
And they have 2 options on the menu. Option 1 is the extra points kick. This is a pretty simple kick from the 15-yard line, and it's worth 1 point. Option 2 is the 2-point conversion. This is way harder. They have to run or pass the ball back into the end zone again, this time from the 2-yard line, to get 2 points.
And the difference in risk here is it's huge. In the NFL, kickers make that extra point about 94% of the time. It's practically automatic. But that 2-point conversion? It succeeds less than half the time. We're talking a true coin flip.
So you've got to be wondering, right? If the kick is such a safe bet, why on earth would a coach ever choose the super risky 2-point option? Well, the answer isn't about gut feelings or momentum. It's all about cold, hard numbers and strategy.
Let me walk you through this classic scenario. Your team is down by 8 points, it's 24-16, and you score a touchdown on the very last play of the game. Awesome. But wait, your 6 points only make the score 24-22. You're still losing. If you choose the safe extra point, the final score becomes 24-23. You still lose the game. The only way to avoid losing is to go for 2. If you make it, the score is tied 24-24, and you force overtime.
So next time you see a coach go for 2 in a spot like that, remember, it's not some desperate, crazy gamble. It's pure mathematics. It is the only choice that gives their team a chance to stay in the game. So let's recap the whole formula one more time. Step 1, your team scores a touchdown, earning exactly 6 points. Step 2, your team must make a choice. Option A is the easy kick for 1 point, making your total 7. Option B is the risky play for 2 points, making your total 8. It's always 6 plus 1 or 6 plus 2. That's the whole game.
So the 7-point touchdown is officially a myth. It's really a 6-point play with a 1 or 2-point bonus tacked on at the end, which leaves us with one last thought. Now that you know the math, you know the odds. What would the score have to be for you to risk it all and go for 2?